Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lake Blackwater by Night, Session 9. The Hunt is Called, the Vampire the Masquerade actual play. That's right, Session 9, guys. That's 9. We haven't missed a week of Vampire. We've been playing 9 sessions.
Really good.
Every week. That's 9 sessions. That's 9 weeks in a row, folks, that you've been here with us. We've had mystery. We've had excitement. Some things are coming to a head tonight. We're going to see what's going on. Some stories might be coming to an end. Some characters might be coming to an end. Who knows? You never know. You never know what's going to happen. On a night of Zed's World of Darkness, welcome to Vampire the Masquerade. I'm Zed. I'm your storyteller. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And before we get deep into introductions, I want to talk about the Discord real quick to start with. Most of you are probably already on the Discord, but if you're not on the Discord, check us out. You can see what we do in the shadows. I'm doing a casting call for a new game of Wraith the Oblivion. So if it's something you're possibly interested in, that's where we'll be doing it. That's where I'll be discussing it and getting players interested in things like that. So if it's something you're interested in, please hop into that Discord, join up. It'll take me a moment to get you a role, but I will definitely get you a viewer role, and we will get you started. All right, I want to do some introductions today, guys. Like I said, I'm Commodore Zed. I'm your host, your storyteller, your keeper in the darkness, the guy who just wants to pull the rug out from underneath you. It's trying to elicit an emotional response of some sort, be it fun, be it emotion, be it something. I want to get it out of you. That's my goal. We're going to start with Bishop. Bishop, tell us a little bit about yourself. Brag on yourself for a little bit, and then tell us a little about your character.
Oh, in that case, I am Bishop 1810. I stream yet, possibly. We'll see. Long-time D&D player and trying to become professional actual gamer. But I'm going to be playing Ryan Gallagher tonight.
Ryan, check your mic again. I think you switched your mode.
I did?
You may have, because you're coming in every other word again.
There we go.
There
Sorry
you go.
About that.
No problem.
Whole thing over. Start again.
Go for
Let's
it.
Run it back. My name is Bishop, or at least my handle is Bishop 1810. I don't stream, but I'm a longtime D&D player and trying to become a professional gamer, or at least for Marvel Rivals, at least. But tonight I'll be playing Ryan Gallagher, who is a Thin Blood alchemist. He used to be a CEO of a very diverse company. Still is, for now. We'll see.
All right. Below that, we have Nerded Art. So brag on yourself. Tell us a little about yourself, and then tell us about your character.
Hi, everybody. I am Nerd at Art. You'll never really catch me streaming under my own name, but you will catch me every so often over at the Team Wildwood channel, where the husband plays a lot of different video games. Sometimes I stream games over there. Sometimes I do art over there. I like to paint. I like to draw. I like to craft. And I really like playing Ulfild. She's a 1,000-year-old Viking who has recently woken up from 4 centuries of torpor and figuring out the world and whatever the hell this crazy cult shenanigans is happening right now.
All right. Yeah. Right, and that brings us over to Retired 11 Bravo.
I am Jeff, or Retired 11 Bravo, former sailor, soldier, game dev, writer, illustrator. I did a bunch of stuff. Now I stream, I paint miniatures, play video games, and I play Salvatore. And he's a Nosferatu. He's old. He's sneaky and creepy. And right now, key work.
No, key work.
No.
Chris Key Work, you're here with us in spirit.
Oh, it's okay. So I expected it, buddy, but you're here with us in spirit. Things are going to happen to Dante, but it's going to be okay. So kind of watch on your phone, buddy. Watch on your phone. But he's going to be okay.
Why do you sound like the
Salvatore
on my
has
pet?
Yeah,
It's gonna be
Salvatore
okay.
has had a rude awakening and faced with overwhelming odds, he is packing his shit and loading up to leave this godforsaken city.
Might need some help with that, but yeah.
All right, so those Keyword will not be joining us this evening. I was just going to mention that I saw that he was having internet issues earlier in the day. Godforsaken internet. It's unfortunate, but we are going to progress on without him. But I'm going to treat him as if he's here. He's not gonna miss too much of everything that's going down. Everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be wonderful, Keyword. Don't you worry.
Oh, and when the storyteller smiles like that, everybody clenches just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
All right. So, and just to reiterate, we will be starting a Wraith game shortly. This is the Wraith book. Don't be too intimidated by it, folks. You don't need to read the whole thing if you want to play Wraith. You only need to know a little bit. You only die once. That's what they say. You only die once. You already died in Wraith, so what do you got left to lose? All right, so where we left off, let me get the announcement out. And I'm just going to go over a couple things to lay out the scene for people. The following message comes to everyone via one of three ways. At least one is appropriate to your character and may fuel more paranoia. The first way is through your clan representative. Or through the voice of Juliet Armand in the back of your head, be an unknown blood sorcery or sought after ritual, particularly if she's tasted your blood. Did Wraith get better as it went? Yes. Yes, Draconic Dude, it really did. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt what I was saying, but I did have to answer that. Or in the hands of a trusted source, seemingly mesmerized to deliver a handwritten message. And the message. A message from Prince Victor Lestrade, loyal kindred of Lake Blackwater. A grave treachery has taken root within my court. I call upon you now, not as a passive subject, but as steadfast pillars of this domain. Our laws have been challenged, our order threatened, and our very nature is kindred defiled by those who would kneel before an unsanctioned God. This city, my city, must not falter in the face of such heresy. The trial of the accused begins tonight. You are summoned to stand as witnesses, as judges, or as executioners. I call upon you to testify to what you have seen, speak for the fate of those who stood at the Crimson Estate, and to ensure that justice is not merely spoken, but delivered. The accused are as follows. Benedict Hale, Seneschal of Lake Blackwater. Eleanor Blackthorn, Keeper of Elysium. Anastasia Bell, Alcavian Seer. Missing, but marked for the hunt. Ivy Moreau, Primogen of Clan Torador. Sylvia Monroe, renowned performer. These kindred stand accused of conspiring with an unrecognized force, of drinking from some forbidden chalices, and of kneeling before something older, hungry, and less forgiving than even our own beast. I will hear testimony, I will hear confessions, and then I will deliver my sentence. If any among you have knowledge of deeper treacheries, I expect you to reveal them. The accused will not stand alone. If there are others who have whispered to this false god, now is the time to speak before their fate becomes your own. Attend or be counted among the absent, and the absent will not be forgotten. Come to my estate at the appointed hour, arrive unarmed, arrive unquestioning, arrive prepared to swear your loyalty once more in the blood of the guilty. We will see who will stand with me when the night is done. Victor Lestrade, Prince of Lake Blackwater. Sealed by blood, delivered by will, heard only by the loyal. We've discussed off stream how you received it. How did you receive it, Bishop?
He probably would have received it in the back of his head because thankfully he hasn't, mechanically as a player, hasn't had to spend a lot of willpower. He hasn't had to go to a lot of his touchstones or expose them. the most trusted person would probably be like his secretary or something right now. So the other kindred probably looked at that and went, "That's not trustworthy enough." Just hit him with the voice. So begrudgingly, they probably did that.
All right. Ulfield, how did Ulfield receive the missive?
Well, during my downtime, Ulfield's really just been spending a few days out in the woods, practicing her axe throwing skills and doing a few other things. So when she gets Juliet's voice in the back of her head, it freaks her out. Like, she's never experienced anything like this, and she gave Juliet her blood willingly for that weird ritual thing, and she feels pretty violated right now. She's like, what the hell is this? So on hearing that, she drops what she's doing and heads straight for Salvatore's, because she's like, what the hell just happened? I don't like this.
How did Salvatore receive the message?
Alaric Kane. He is kind of the de facto leader of the Nosferatu, and he knows how to get to Salvatore and his hidey hole.
All right, so Alaric brought it to you. Hand delivered it to you as he hand delivered to all the Nosferatu who needs to deliver it to. He seems very concerned. He is still very well dressed. That has not changed. That seems to be his new norm. He is wearing fine clothing, much finer than usual. It looks someone's doing the shopping for him, obviously, but they are shopping very well.
Amazon. Yeah, he would literally catch Salvatore with boxes and books and packing, and he's got like a hand cart, and
Alec would give you a troubled look. But make no mention. But is polite enough to make no mention of it. Did Ryan just disappear?
He did.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey. Oh, sorry about that.
All good.
Network interruption. Carry on.
Yeah.
I'll try to resolve that.
Yep, no problem. Just send me a new Video Ninja when you get an opportunity.
Yep. That's foreboding.
All right. He's too polite to make any mention of what you're doing while you're doing it.
yeah, he has that. He gets the message, kind of looks at what he's doing, it looks at him. He doesn't address it. Salvatore doesn't address it.
All right, so the night
Continues.
Yes, so he continues, but before
Go ahead. Sorry. Oldfield gets there.
All right, so
he continues till Oldfield gets there.
Oldfield arrives. Now everyone is at Hunger 3 right now, so you're probably going to want to feed prior to going to the prince's estate. I believe that. I think that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too.
Salvatore got fucked up.
How is everyone doing after the last game?
I think. Okay, I'm back. Hi. I think I'm still at Hunger 3. We never resolved the hunting rules or anything like that because I don't think we went through the hunting grounds or anything we were given because we didn't know if it was contaminated or not. So,
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah, we haven't really used those new hunting grounds at all because they're on the lake, and we're just like, yeah, no, this hunting lake.
Yeah. Out of curiosity.
They're not using it as a hunting ground. He's patrolled it, trying to get an idea of what's there, and who's there, and that sort of thing.
And we did establish there was an empty house we were going to try and secure.
Yeah, which Ryan would have gone ahead and done that. Make it a safe house or like a little hideaway, just in case anybody needed to lay low or say, hey, I'm renting this place. Yeah, it's right over there. And look, I even have a key to the front. Yeah, that kind of thing. Would it be possible to gain access to records or purchases of anybody who has like water filtration systems? I don't think that would help, but just out of morbid curiosity.
I'm not even sure how you would go about doing I'm not even sure who would have to store that information, unless they all had they all had the same Culligan man.
Home Depot. No, I'm kidding.
So far, we haven't run into any humans that are contaminated, just animals. But
I mean, I'm thinking humans because the blood bags, which the only way to get plasma like that is from a human donation. So I'm thinking people are contaminated now too. But anyway, I guess we'll have to fuck around and find out on that one.
All right, so let me ask. I'm starting everyone at hunger 3 for the evening.
Okay.
Who is going to feed before you go? All right. So, Ryan, how are you feeding? Are you're looking for blood bags?
Knowing that animals can be contaminated, and apparently the blood bags now too, he might just join Oldfield and Retired on this one.
You're going to go alley-catting with them?
Yeah, even though he's not dexterous or anything else like that, and he'll let them know ahead of time, hey, I'm not used to doing this.
All right.
Like Carhartt, completely different outfit, everything, all black.
All right, so the 3 of you are alley-catting. Are you looking for criminals? So we're going to wits plus subterfuge route. Are you doing it together as a coterie, or are you doing it separately? There's 3 separate hunting tests.
We could do it together.
Oh my gosh, the first thing we're all doing together? Yay!
we're going hunting together, guys! Woo-woo!
All right,
I'll be down for that.
Some communal feeding on the night people are going to jail for communal feeding. All right. Works for...
look at one.
A group of people, like a couple drunks in an alleyway or something.
Hello, boys. Yeah.
All right, so who's got subterfuge? I mean, streetwise. Who's got streetwise?
I have let's see, a dot of streetwise.
A dot of streetwise. You both have a dot of streetwise. Who's got the higher wits of the 2 of you?
Probably Salvatore.
3.
Definitely Salvatore.
All right, so roll your wits plus your streetwise plus an extra dot from Ryan because you can add to it because you guys are looking for criminals. The fight because you were looking for a victim.
A $2,000 suit. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
If you feed as a criminal, it's a sort of dark night on the streets. So the 3 of you are dark nighting together tonight as a demented Batman family.
Nice.
And the 3 of you, while you're come across a mugging taking place.
Oh.
Now you get there. You don't get there in time. You're not able to stop the mugging, but he happens to run into the alley that the 3 of you are getting ready to creep in, that you were getting ready to stalk out of, and he comes running in with a purse. I think he just robbed from somebody. Wrong place, wrong time.
Oh yeah,
they come running in and just kind of catch him with the clothesline.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. If he's still running, he's just gonna be like, "You 2 take it away."
All right, with the 3 of you feeding on him, and how much blood do you guys want to? How much hunger do you want us to slake?
We'll have to do this multiple times. There's no way that we can all feed from.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys, or at least one of you, have at it, and I'm gonna grab the purse off this guy and walk out of the alley and kind of throw it at the lady that he stole it from and tell her to get out of here.
I'll let Salvatore go first. Actually, why not? Because he's got baby teeth. He can't puncture.
He doesn't want anyone watching.
Yeah, he doesn't want to sit there and just pull out a knife and slash the dude open.
That's a wound you can't close with your tongue.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we kind of just pick him up by the neck and take him back further into the alley, back out of the way, and it's violent. Salvatore is not the kindest about this story. He doesn't want to. He'll take two, but just kind of fling him into the garbage afterwards, after licking the wound and sealing it.
All right. So you do that, and he lands awkward. He's not dead, but he lands awkward. Unconscious. It's cold. He's going to be cold. It's going to be bad for him, but he should live. He shouldn't die today. It's not like it's going to be 19 degrees to wind.
Yeah, it's not what it was.
In the dumpster, it'll be warm enough.
Oh, we can put him in the dumpster. Yeah.
Before Salvatore closes the room.
Well, no, you have to feed from him because you're part of that roll. Salvatore took two. Yep, Salvatore took two. How much are you going to take from him?
How much would not kill him?
You can take 4. Combined, you can take 4 and not kill him. So he's taking 2. Salvatore took 2. You can take 2 and not kill him. But he's got to make but he needs to make a strength plus stamina roll.
To be selfish or not to be selfish? You look back over at I almost called you Elwyn. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. names tonight. But yeah, no, he'll look back over and be like, can
just a little
with an animal. Can find another though. And he'll take 2.
All right. So he must make a stamina plus survival roll. See if he survives. Is it? Yep. No, it's strength plus stamina. So he's strength to stamina. He's pretty average, dude. And yep, equal to the hunger slate. Oh no. Oh no. Equal to the amount of blood taken. He will not survive, but you do not. He's not an innocent, so you have not broken a chronicle tenet. But he will die. He will die. You have taken enough blood, and Salvatore will lick his wounds clean. You will leave razor blade marks on his neck, or wherever you cut him.
Whoops.
Mugging gone wrong.
Ultil.
Yeah, Salvatore will. And then he'll lick the wound, and the flick of the wrist and the straight razor comes out. And he'll open up his wrists.
I thought I did
toss him in the back. Yeah.
And he'll just look over at Salvatore and just be, I thought I did a medium rare. I'm sorry.
Bullfield's just standing at the edge of the alley. You're kind of shrugs and goes,
Ryan's making jokes about killing him? Give yourself a stain. Give yourself a stain. Give yourself a stain.
I should have been doing this.
Give yourself a stain. I'll give you a stain right now, Ryan.
Okay.
All right, you get a stain on your sheet. All right, but you guys are both down to hunger 1. Ufield. So I take it you're not
his wallet.
You're not just looking for a criminal because you don't have any streetwise. You're looking to roll up on somebody and take them by force. All right. So, what kind of target are you looking for?
That's a great question. Let's see. I don't want to feed from an animal right now because I don't want to risk that weird drowning effect, which means I should work on leveling up my fortitude because it's the only other clan skill I got. Which means I'm looking for melancholic resonance. So once again, I'm looking for like a runner or a mountain climber or an infantryman or someone with a very, very strong immune system. So...
Okay, so not RFK Jr. Gotcha.
No, you know what? She wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. So yeah, I'm just gonna activate my my bloodhound and sniff something out.
All right, so So you're looking for someone with melancholic blood. Give me your strength plus brawl.
Strength plus brawl.
Yep, you take blood by force or threat, stalking, overpowering, and bleeding your victims. If you feed on criminals in the sort of dark night of the streets, it's wits plus streetwise. But you're looking to overpower someone who's running or doing something like that. So you're gonna get someone in the park again, probably. Oh my!
I think she does.
Oh my!
Oh, that's ugly.
That's ugly. That's a messy critical. That's all right. You do find someone. You do find somebody as they're running, and they begin taking off, and they run, and they're an athlete, and you begin running after them, and you have trouble catching up until you don't. Until the beast takes over, and you're leaping on them, and you drag them into a bush. And you drain them completely.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and the beast is completely taken over, and you are now take a stain.
Gosh, we're all eating messy tonight, guys.
All
what the hell?
I was about to say I set a precedent, didn't I?
You did. Why'd you do that, Ryan? But I'm at hunger zero now, right? Like,
no. Remember, you're still at hunger. You're still at hunger 1 because you can never get to hunger 0.
Even if I drain a human? I thought that was only for animals.
You're right. You drained them all the way and killed them, so you're at hunger 0. Good.
That's the only upside of the situation.
It's the only upside of the situation. Yep. Only way to reach hunger.
I can get. It's not letting me track a stain on my humanity here. It's like acting weird. So will you make sure you mark that for me, Zed? And I'm gonna put it.
I marked it up for you. I marked it off for you. All right.
Thank you.
So
I've got it down here, but that might change. So yeah.
Okay.
Oopsie.
All right. So you're fed.
We can be staying together.
You can be staying. Yes, exactly. You can be staying together.
Oops.
Now we're gonna fast forward. Nestled deep within the frozen countryside of Lake Blackwater, the Ashford Keep is more fortress than mansion. Unlike the grandeur of the Blackwater Grand Theater, Hinge once freely mingled, Keep is built for control. It is a Ventrue stronghold, a place of calculation and containment. Tonight the gates are shut, the walls lined with silver spikes, the ground blanketed in undisturbed snow. Trees that loom along the perimeter are ancient and lifeless, their skeletal branches casting jagged shadows under the cold light of the moon. Beyond the heavy iron gates, a long gravel driveway, slick with frost, leads to great double doors. The stone facade is severe, unwelcoming, Gothic architecture looming like a silent sentinel against it. The estate is eerily quiet. Only the occasional crunch of approaching footsteps disturbs the air. As the kindred of Lake Blackwater arrive in tense waves, each visitor is greeted by a small army of ghouls and security personnel. Their faces expressionless, their firearms visible. I want you guys to, as a coterie, you notice that Dante is not with you.
I did have a question about that, actually.
Yes.
The moment Ryan would have gotten the voice in his head, he would have done like a mic check for everybody. Was Dante there when that happened? Because he does have the comm link, at least.
He did not respond.
He did not, even then. Okay,
He did not respond even then.
Carry on.
And you know that mine, I don't get signal down when I'm in my haven.
I still don't have.
When I come out of.
Who is going to represent the coterie in social actions tonight that Dante is not here?
I guess that'll be me.
All right.
I was going to say who has the best social skills in this.
I want you to make a composure plus etiquette roll.
Maybe not that kind of a roll.
Difficulty 3.
Composure plus etiquette.
This is to arrive at the right time for a trial.
Just to make sure we have full willpower and everything, right?
Do you have full? What was your willpower at the end of last game? Because you regain your composure or your resolve, whichever is higher in willpower back.
Because I've got it here as I had 2 left, and I have 3 In composure.
Then you should be at full.
Full. Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
Important for my role.
All right. Okay. So you arrive. You notice you arrive before the first wave of everyone else. You arrive very early. No one else has arrived, but as I said, you're greeted by a small army of ghouls and security personnel. As you walk in, you are met by all the security personnel are dressed completely the same, all in black fatigues, wearing silver masks over their face, silver featureless masks. They're each using identical weapons, identical rifles. Each have identical sidearms. Each one is identical, almost to the height.
Pretty much copy and paste person.
It is yes, very much a copy and paste person.
How many of them are there?
There are 10 at the front that you can see, and you haven't even gotten into the place.
Okay.
As you approach, there is one with a wand, and he begins searching you. Do you submit to being searched? Or do you try to bring anything in that you shouldn't?
No, I left my axe underneath the seat of the car.
In the car? Anyone else trying to get in with a weapon?
Nope.
He'll extend his wrist and pull out and hand over a straight razor.
All right, so they wand everybody as you go in. And no one tries to sneak anything in on them?
No. I would say Ryan. Sorry.
All right, so
I would say Ryan would have already drank his drought beforehand.
okay. All right, so you drank a far reach drought. All right. So you enter the building, you enter the room.
Yeah. I would discuss it with everybody before we go in. They said don't come armed, and looking at the security here, this is not the place to try it. So
agreed. I think we're in for what we would in the business call a spectacle for tonight. And I am concerned that it also revolves around Dante.
I think if we're discussing this in the car before we walk in, it seems very clear to Ulfhild that the goal of tonight is going to be convincing the prince that the people responsible are the ones that should die. I have no qualms at all about Silk and Ivy dying for organizing this little event, but I don't think anybody else deserves to get it.
I think that's a fair point.
All right.
People directly involved, yes.
So everyone is stepping through completely with their composure. No one's trying to hide anything. I want everyone to make a composure plus persuasion roll.
What's the DC?
DC is 3.
Can I take
one
half?
whole composure?
Then you take half? Yes, you can take half if you want.
Yay! I finally can do social things I built my character for. Not that I couldn't before. Oh no.
All right, no, that's fine. All right, so Ryan, you pass through security completely. You pass through quickly, minimal questioning, and you're permitted entry into the main hall. And you hear all the rumors, guards about how no one. You're the first to arrive, and that you hear them. They talk about that slightly. The other two of you have to go through, and you get wanded at least twice. They don't find anything because you left because you took everything off. But you get go through twice. There's kind of a delay, and they begin asking you some extra questions. Nothing. They just want to know if you're carrying any weapons. They're just asking you over and over again. It takes them a while to get over it. They do, but you're seriously delayed at the front. As you walk in, slowly at just a few moments after Ryan, you enter the main hall where you don't see anybody except ghouls and more security, at least another 10 along the back of the room, all just sort of standing still, not quite at attention, not quite at ease, but they're holding their weapons. Not at parade rest. They're just holding their weapons, all in uniform. Dress right dress.
Once everybody's there, Ryan's just going to be like, we're 15 minutes late and they still even hold us up here now? That's... Jeez. Vampires, man. I'll never get used to this. Also, this is a welcome sight. Is there any... I'm guessing there's no bar, no refreshments, no nothing. Not even for the ghouls?
No, there's no bar. There's no refreshments.
No nothing. No important people. We're just here.
You're the first ones there. There's no music. There's no creature comforts. There's no amenities. The room has its furniture. You can sit if you like. There's couches. There's love seats. There are chairs. There's a fireplace that is not lit, obviously. This is not the place with the windows that were tinted for sunlight.
For sunlight.
No.
Okay.
No, this is a very different place. This is a fortress.
Is the library perchance open? I'm guessing not, but
not that you're aware of. Not that you feel comfortable enough to leave this room.
To leave this area
with the amount of security in the room.
Yeah, just not allowed here. Okay, that's fine. I'm not looking for it. Just wondering.
I'll just walk in and pop a sit on one of the love seats, and
if he wanders off, I'll sit with Oldfield and we'll return to says I don't want to talk about it.
He'll join you guys actually.
Oh, while you're gone.
Oh yeah, okay, gotcha.
There are some fights you can win and some that you cannot.
Oldfield's
It's not
kind of staring off into the distance.
To fight another day.
If this is what I fear it may be, Salvatore, I don't think it's something that any of us can escape. The fight will come to us whether we want it or not. If this evil continues to spread, then what happens to Lake Blackwater?
It's hubris to think that we could do anything about it. Perhaps them, gesturing at the building. Perhaps them. Those were elders.
Then perhaps it will take all of us. If we leave and we allow this to spread, what becomes of Catherine?
And this is playing off my humanity. But it's just, he says it, but it's not really sure whether he means it or not. It says, mortals die. It's what they do. It was kind of cold for him, and he is lower humanity. So
she nods and she acknowledges this, but she replies with, even where I come from, even the gods die.
As you're having your discussion, not to interrupt you, but as you're having your discussion, the first arrival walks to the door, and she strides right past the security checkpoint without a word. And they already know better to question her. It's Miranda Crowley, the sheriff. Towering woman with piercing blue eyes, her short dark hair slicked back, found in a tailored high-collared black coat with steel buttons. She carries no visible weapons, but her presence alone seems to be a warning. She moves through the keep like a wolf, scanning the entrance hall, positioning herself at the best vantage point near the main hall doors. Her gaze lingers on the guard. She doesn't trust them enough, it seems, but she's watching. Catch her eye for a moment, gives you a nod. Doesn't approach you, doesn't say anything, acknowledges your presence. The first arrival.
Zed, here's a question.
Go ahead.
Do you have imagery of your NPCs?
I was going to make a bunch of AI art, but then someone told me not to use AI art, so I don't have a bunch of imagery. I do have descriptions that I can read out for you. which I think are
wondering
just
if
as
you
fun.
had imagery, even off of, you know.
Oh yes, I will get stuff for you. I do have stuff, just nothing.
But being able to pop that up on the screen, so not only we could see it, but the viewers can see it. That would be really, really helpful and immersive.
I agree. It's just I just didn't want to pop up a bunch of AI art on people.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, but Miranda, where did I just lose her? I just lost her. Oh, I just lost her. Just lost her description. Miranda.
I gotta let the cat out 1 second.
Yep, no problem. Is a towering woman, piercing blue eyes, short, dark hair slicked back black, clad in a tailored, high-collared black coat with steel buttons. No visible weapons, but her presence alone is a warning. Sorry, I wish I had more for you. I'm sorry, retired.
No problem. No problem. I was just thinking in terms of the folks that are watching. I mean, it's good for us, but for them, it's like, ooh.
As she takes her position, as I mentioned, she acknowledges you. Doesn't walk over to you. Seems more concerned by watching the guards and making sure that they're not flinching, they're not doing anything they're not supposed to be doing. And she takes up her post and just watches. And I'll let you guys continue your RP. I do apologize.
No problem.
No, I feel like that was a good.
We kind of hit a good. We got it.
Point.
You know, Bishop or Ryan's toddling back.
Yeah. While you guys do this, he'll see that you guys are having this private conversation and just be like, "Okay, gotcha. I'll just start socializing with the ghouls, I guess. Hey, where are you from? Who's your sire? Who do you get your blood from? You know, that kind of thing."
He's got to be so disappointed.
Exactly.
Yes.
As you try making conversation with the servants on staff, they don't actually speak. They do not. They don't return any kind of conversation. They acknowledge you, but they don't speak.
Sweet. While they're having this moment in the background, Ryan's just at this for like a couple minutes. So where are you from? Who's like, what do you do around here? You get paid well? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Nice car and everything. Family's doing all right. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, that kind of thing.
A few minutes later, Alaric steps through after coming through the security checkpoint. He doesn't just step through like Miranda did. He's hunched over, bark-like, but he's still very well dressed. He's stepping out. This is the first time he's probably stepped out into public dressed well. He's dressed in a wonderful orange sweater, khaki pants, nice shoes, but his skin is bark-like. He's hunched over. He's not standing as tall as he could stand. He's still not used to it, but he's attempting. He's attempting to look like the Cleopatra he wishes he was.
Mm-hmm.
And he steps through. He doesn't approach the main gates directly. Instead, he emerges from the side path near the tree line as he makes his way to the security checkpoint. Pauses for a long moment. He mutters something to himself. And at the checkpoint, he uses a low chuckle at the guards, but he complies without hesitation. He steps into the hall. His eyes scan the room intensely as though already searching for a weakness in the prince's fortress. And he kind of walks over towards you, and Ulfild, good evening. He intones.
Salvatore would stand up and give him a nod.
Ulfild doesn't stand, but she gives him a nod.
Yes, it's a wonderful evening for a trial.
We'll see.
I suppose it's only wonderful if you're not on trial.
At this point, Ryan would be making his way back. So
Ryan approaches. Oh, he goes, "Ah, yes, young Mr. Gallagher, the last remaining thin blood."
Mr. Kane, yes, I heard about what happened to the collective. Yes. Even though I am a thin blood, I was not one of their number. Rest assured.
What is your take on tonight's gathering?
Well, did I hear him say it's a wonderful night for a trial?
Yes.
Okay. He'll say, well, I do have to admit, I feel the same sentiment. Wonderful night for a trial, isn't it? And you'll look around and see all of the other guards around. Yeah. Wonderful. I'm new to this still, but I'm starting to grasp what's going on.
If anything, our prince never does anything understated.
A very sharp way to put it. Elegant, but with a hand in mind, at least.
I would say a fist.
Hammer.
Well,
your words, not mine.
I do see the. Go ahead, Salvatore.
While I prefer a scalpel, a sledgehammer will do.
As long as it gets the job done, right?
I suppose you must look at it from the prince's perspective. Just shortly after dealing with the Sabbat issue, this arrives. Anything less might be seen as weakness.
It's too many things too quickly.
Much has come at us quite quickly, or at least at Blackwater. Us being everybody here. But yes, this is true.
He stops it for a second as Juliet steps through the security clearance. She's regal, poised, unshaken, clad in dark crimson silk. Her black-gloved hands holding a cane tipped with silver serpent's head. Raven hair is coiled into an intricate updo, secured with golden pins. Behind her is Marcus, dressed in a suit, black. He seems nervous. He's wearing a pair of white gloves. Dante, conspicuous by his absence, is not with them.
That's what Salvatore is looking for. We're thinking, he probably
That's what Ryan is too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She takes her. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that's the first thing on all of our minds. Just, Dante's not with them.
She takes her time approaching the gates. She's moving as if the night bends to accommodate her presence. Marcus is wearing his suit and a high-collared coat with a severe-looking look on his face. They follow 2 steps behind, his expression concerned but blank. Guards inspect her and Marcus, but she fixes them with a level stare, and they step aside without a word. Once inside, Juliet does not sit. Instead, she seems to study the keep, as if committing every inch into her memory. Marcus doesn't move more than a few steps away from her, and seems to stay very close. What do you do now?
Wait.
I'm gonna approach
Sure.
Juliet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hesitate. Like fuck this.
If she's approaching Juliet, Ryan's gonna go, Mr. Kane.
All right, so
I'll leave you to and follow her.
Tori, for a change, does not.
All right, so I've got a description of every NPC who's walked in. Describe Ulfhild tonight.
Oh, I mean, Ulfhild didn't realize that this trial thing is supposed to be a fancy affair. She's wearing, her usual ripped jeans. She's got an AC/DC shirt that Salvatore gave her that's kind of dirty, and she cut the neck out of it because she wants to be more comfortable. She doesn't even know what this band is. She doesn't know. So yeah, she had no idea she was supposed to be fancy for this. So yeah, she's gonna walk up to Juliet. She feels like she's on decent terms with her, and she's gonna, approach and say, "Oh, Lady Juliet, you look lovely this evening."
Turns with the cane, looks at you. She looks you up and down. Says, "Thank you, Ulfield. Thank you very much. Is there anything I can help you with?"
We were wondering if you had heard from Dante this evening. We were imagining we would see him here.
Dante will be here. Dante is already here, as far as I know.
That's foreboding, Mr. Mond.
It is very foreboding. But I understand that he drank from the victim, one of the victims at the Crimson State.
Oh. I see. And Ryan is right now making a mental note of like, thank God somebody pulled me away from my compulsion before I did.
I nearly broke your wrist, but I saved your ass.
Really just
really did.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, inside Ulfield is
panicking,
taken aback. Not necessarily by the Dante comment. She okay. The way that Juliet is dressed right now and her air about her is very conspicuous, and so she wants to keep poking the bear a little bit. I was wondering if you know any new information about this spirit we seem to be up against. This, how did the prince say it? Unsanctioned god.
She narrows her eyes for a moment, smiles, chuckles even. And goes, "The prince uses such language, an unsanctioned god." Because there's no such thing as God. However, there are, and I doubt it's a spirit, we're probably dealing with some very ancient kindred of some sort. Probably older than the lake, it's probably older than the colony itself. While you're talking to her, please give me. Did you approach as well, Brian?
Yeah.
I would like the two of you to give me. Hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I would like you to give me a charisma plus politics or a manipulation plus subterfuge roll.
Oh God, those are both awful for me.
A charisma plus politics or a...
I'm gonna roll a whole 2 dice then.
It was a manipulation plus subterfuge?
Manipulation plus subterfuge or a composure or a charisma plus politics or manipulation plus subterfuge.
Difficulty?
Difficulty, which one do you want to do?
Second one, manipulation subterfuge.
5.
5? Ooh, shit. Okay.
I know I'm not going to really manipulate any answers out of her. I'm just trying to get a sense of where she's at in her head.
Yep, that's where we're going, because she's trying to get a sense of where she's at about you in her head as well. She looks at you and stops. Go ahead.
I will spend a willpower.
You're going to spend a willpower. Let me mark that down.
I'll mark that down too, real quick, so I don't forget. Because I want to know what's going through her head. No! What away? Okay, anyway.
All right.
Carry on.
So she stops. She looks at you. And why exactly was Dante allowed to feed at the Crimson Estate? He looks at you. She looks at you. I'm sorry. She.
Allowed is a very strong word.
Quite.
It took all strength to attempt to hold him back. I'm afraid we were unsuccessful. However, I believe everyone at that party was being coerced.
I would draw the same conclusion.
Coerced by what? She says. I know we've spoken about this briefly, but I wish to get it fresh in my mind again.
Surely you have heard the lake call to you as well.
Explain it like I haven't.
You do not hear the singing?
I do not hear the singing.
But do you feel the thirst?
No,
Towards it?
I do not.
I'd like to activate my Sense the Beast.
Your sense the beast. Okay, what are you looking for?
The beast. I just want to know how hungry she is.
Okay.
So resolve plus animalism. It's not a great roll, but see if I just want to know how hungry she is. I'm just curious.
Just curious.
Give me a peek.
I'm just curious.
Just curious.
Tonight. Yeah. I didn't get a critical, so I won't be able to tell her hunger. I'll just be able to tell if she's being hostile. Yeah.
Well, she is not being hostile. Actually, no, she is being hostile. She is kind of being hostile. Let me be clear. Okay. Since you did not get 5 successes on your roll, she's being hostile.
I wonder towards whom.
You want?
It could be a lot of things. You could interpret that a lot of different ways. I am sensing some hostility. That's all I'm saying.
Probably not towards the thin blood next to her. Yeah. Anyway.
If she gets hungry enough, I'll just throw you in front of her. Okay, so an ancient kindred beneath the lake.
Because that is a working theory that I have.
And a terrifying one at that.
And you believe it could be causing these symptoms, pulling people in like this?
Stops. She looks at you. Her eyes narrow slightly. Doesn't look annoyed. She looks quizzical. Because there are times that there are things beyond our normal kenning that we can't explain, that are outside of our normal expertise. And she goes, I believe this is outside the expertise of all of us currently. I suspect that we may be dealing with an elder of some potency, but I can't know for sure. But I would rather choose to believe that it's that than the alternative. Something we can't handle. So if I had to simplify it down to its base components, my theory is Elder Kindred. I could be very wrong.
Oldfield nods. So I'm trying to think of what I can kind of gently pry about. That's not gonna set her off too much. Interesting. So if this is an elder kindred, is this something that's still asleep in the... Do you believe they're trying to awaken it?
Well, you had mentioned a figure in a red cloak.
Yes.
Sounds awake to me. Either that is what the Elder Kindred, or it's a servant. But we need more evidence one way or the other.
More vague, unhelpful answers, Ryan. I say this out of character.
Sorry, what?
More vague, unhelpful answers.
Yeah. As always. Also, sorry, had to go do something real quick.
No, it's okay, man.
Yeah,
all good.
I can't think of anything else that I really have to ask her. I'm definitely a little sus of her tonight, so I'm gonna kind of nod my head and excuse myself.
All right,
back over toward Salvatore.
I'll do the same.
All right, Salvatore. While they were doing that, I'd like you to make a roll yourself. To be eavesdropping in on what has been happening, what you've been listening to this evening. I'm just
not listening in.
You're not listening to anybody?
Nope.
You're not paying attention to anything going on?
Nope.
Okay.
He is very checked out. Like every time Oldfield goes somewhere, he always goes. But ever since the other night, he's checked out.
Oh.
Okay.
Bud, you okay?
All right. So anyone?
Yeah, he's out of character. His core premise is survival, and he's looking at this going like,
This
"We
is
can't beat this. I can't survive this. I've got to go. I am fucking out."
I think Ryan and Oldfield feel the same.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Oldfield's brave. You know,
Oldfield, no. See, that's the thing is like Oldfield, at least based on the imagery that she saw at that salon, she's like this might just be Ragnarok, guys. Like we're not escaping this one way or another, and like her
Going out
her
fighting.
responsibility is to like fight this. You know.
Shortly after your discussion with Juliet, Sebastian steps in, disheveled, wearing a half-buttoned red dress shirt, sleeves rolled up, and a heavy black coat with a fur-lined collar. His jaws clenched and his hands twitch as if he's eager to strike something. He approaches on foot, having left his car parked at the road's edge instead of driving through the gates. One of the guards reaches for his firearm, but Miranda Crowley motions for them to let him through. One of the sharks is armed.
I was about to say, he is armed.
One of the sharks is armed. He spits in front of the guard who tried to take the firearm. He goes, might as well get this over with. And he pulls another one out and hands that one to the guard, keeping the one that the guard reached for. So he's still armed, but he disarmed himself at the same time. Once aside, he immediately finds the nearest wall to stand against, arms crossed, and he just is watching everything.
Yeah, I don't know if Alistair would notice a shift in Salvatore or not, or whether he would say anything. I don't know if we've established enough rapport to really make it a thing. So, well,
he would have noticed that you were packing everything up when you. He figured that out pretty quick. All right, and then moments later, after Sebastian walks in from the back room, the door opens. Those two doors finally swing open, and the accused are escorted in chains.
Oh, damn.
Benedict Hale, dressed in a deep burgundy, immaculate despite the circumstances. His hands are bound behind his back, but he holds himself as though he were still the second master of this city. Eleanor Blackthorne, clad in a flowing red gown, ruined by a smear of dried blood along the hem. Her golden hair is loose, disheveled, her face is unreadable. Her lip quivers for a fraction of a second when she sees the gathering, but she straightens her shoulders back, eyes cold. And Anastasia Bell, barefoot, dressed in a torn white silk dress that looks too thin for the scene. Her eyes dart frantically around the hall, whispering something under her breath. She sways slightly as if hearing something the others do not. And then finally, Dante is dragged in. Dressed in a suit, hair disheveled, his face slightly bruised. He's brought in with the other three. The interior of the keep is vast and cold, designed for power, not comfort. This is a great hall where the trial will take place. It has no throne, but a long black stone table is wheeled into the center of the room by the ghoul. Miranda Crowley stands at the edge of the room, unmoving, watching. Juliet speaks in low tones with her apprentice Marcus, her gaze occasionally flicking toward the accused. Alaric leans against a pillar, unmoving, unreadable. Sebastian steps off the wall, faces and moves toward Miranda. The prince has not arrived yet. And this is where we're going to take our 10 minutes, everybody.
Oh,
Nicely done.
All right.
I'm sitting here frantically writing notes down like game plan. Okay, we do this. You know?
All right.
Commercial break.
We'll be back. We'll be back after these words, folks. We're going to go to the bathroom and stretch, and we'll be right back.
Oh, man.
See you soon. All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us to our 10-minute break. All right, I just wanted to get back, and I want to give everyone, we're moving into our next act. This trial chamber is not a court of law. It's a battlefield where words, alliances, and fear will decide who walks away and who is reduced to ash before the night ends. Prince has not arrived. The accused have. They've been brought forth. Benedict Hale, Eleanor Blackthorne, Annabelle Cross. Oh, hold on. I just did the wrong name again. I did.
Nope.
Anastasia. I did it again. Yes.
I was about to say.
I have it written.
Second.
And I have it written right here. And I have it written right here. All right, Anastasia Cross. They step forward.
Anastasia Bell.
Anastasia Bell. And I have it written right in front of me. Anastasia Bell. And Dante Crow. The four accused. The chamber doors open again. In steps the prince.
Salvatore would stand up.
As would Ryan.
Fulfilled standing.
Yes.
He steps forward, dressed in a fine Brooks Brothers suit.
Oh.
He's not. Yes, Ryan?
Is it just Crowley, Kane, Juliet, and Sebastian here tonight with us?
That is
That's
there.
it?
That is it. Yes, that is it.
Good to know. Carry on.
No Callum, no Ricky, no.
A lot of your Nosferatu are not there.
Interesting. Carry on. Carry on.
Sorry, please go ahead.
Prince steps forward. Steps to the head of this large black table. Spreads his palms out on the top of it as he sort of leans in, and he looks forward. Let it be known, this is not Elysium. There is no sanctuary here. Tonight we decide who remains among us and who is no longer worthy of the blood. Sits in the chair, a high-backed chair that's been provided for him by a ghoul. And the Sebastian steps forward, and he grabs the chains, and he yanks the accused forward. All four of them are pulled as if they weighed nothing. And he yanks them forward. Who speaks for the accused?
I speak for one and only one.
I'll speak for all of them.
Prince looks to you. Both. First he looks to Ulfild. Then he looks to Ryan. Then he looks to Juliet. She nods. I will speak for one as well. He looks to Benedict. Benedict says, I will speak for myself. Eleanor is nearly in tears, begging, barely able to get the words out, spurting just in fear. She will try to speak for herself, stuttering. Anastasia doesn't even seem to know where she is. Giggles and laughs at inappropriate times that she's undergoing her and compulsion currently. Dante, steadfast, stiff upper lip, stays quiet and lets other people do the speaking for him right now. Prince acknowledges Ulfild. Who do you speak for?
I speak for all of them, my prince.
Then let me hear your words.
I cannot say whether or not they are worthy of the blood, but I can say all of them were coerced through some dark magic put on by Silk and Ivy. The ones worthy of death are those, not these that suffered their magic.
All right, please make a wits plus persuasion or wits plus intimidation.
Wits plus intimidation is better than wits plus persuasion for me. Even though I'm not trying to be intimidating. I'm just trying to.
She's just girl bossing it right now.
But you got the 4 successes you needed. As you shape the prince's perception.
I have internet issues. We got your back. We got your back, Dante.
I know that's more than just Dante. You just had a very good success. And you managed to, and the prince looks at you and he nods. Those words that have been spoken, wise words. He goes, thank you, Ulfild. He looks to Ryan and Mr. Gallagher. We hear from the eldest amongst us to the youngest amongst us.
Sorry, I had an network interruption. What was that?
We've heard from the oldest amongst us, now we hear from the youngest amongst us.
I have to agree with her. She speaks true. I believe all of them were compelled in some way, shape, or form. Dante, however, I know for certain, was compelled under a force outside of his control. As a matter of fact, I would be there with him if he was not the one that alerted me to this presence, and I had resisted. So I believe he is of good standing. The rest, however, something that night was wrong. So very wrong.
Make a wits plus persuasion or wits plus intimidation.
Plus persuasion or intimidation?
Yep.
What if they're the exact same?
Make which one makes more sense to you. I think persuasion makes more sense.
I think persuasion, yeah. That's...
Okay.
Almost want to burn a willpower for that one.
Sure, okay. You can let me see. Can you burn a willpower? Yes, you can re-roll two. You can re-roll 2 of those dice if you want.
Well, if I'm pleading for the guy who I owe a favor to's life, yes, absolutely.
Well, if he gets waxed, you don't owe a favor anymore.
True, but he did do me a huge solid, and he does keep his word.
What a time to have internet issues. I know. I'm so sorry, brother.
No.
That's what I was saying. I got his back.
All right.
4 successes. We got you, fam.
As you make your case, Benedict Hale remains calm. Eleanor seems to become a little bit more collected as you're shifting blame away from them directly. As you seem to be convincing them, at least, that they were under the sway of Ivy and Silk.
Unintended consequences, but okay.
I mean, they're the ones that put on the salon. I got no qualms throwing those 2 under the bus. Like, you got to
honestly say
built for this. I agree. It needs to be theirs.
I'm just hoping Juliet does the same.
Right.
Juliet steps.
I'm a little afraid of Juliet right now.
Juliet steps forward. He goes, unlike the other 2, my prince, I was not in attendance at the salon at the Crimson. I was waylaid and did not manage to arrive. So I had all intention of doing so. But they did come to me immediately and explained exactly what had happened All of them. And I do believe, from what they've told me, that they were under some kind of blood sorcery, some kind of compulsion. Perhaps it was the art of the Toreador, or some unknown blood sorcery I've never seen. I would give these, the accused, grace. My grace.
This is a waste of time. From the peanut gallery in the back, probably not even hearable by everybody, but somebody, it was allowed.
Go off, King. Go off.
Prince! He goes, excuse me?
Our testimony means nothing. You and the others here have the ability to wring the answers out of their heads directly, to force them to speak truthfully. Why the drama?
The
Is
ability
this to maintain the currency of boons between, somebody stood up for me at the right time. It's a game, and
the
it's
ability to do something, not the imperative to do. There are
this
times.
seems rather important, don't you think, my prince?
Would you rather I use my powers on your coterie mates? Would you rather they give me their words free of without coercion? I prefer to hear what Ulfield has to say without coercion.
It's not us that you need to hear from.
I've already heard from those who are.
Then you know the truth.
I know what they saw. I know what they experienced.
Then you know that they were coerced, my prince.
Don't know what they saw. Don't know what the coercion did. But I am hearing from the rest of you, and I'm making my judgment based on that. If you think that waste of time, Mr.
I just want answers so we can act.
As do I, Mr. Ricci, but first we need answers.
My lord already has the answers.
I mean a database. Something to relay information, bounce it back off of. But in any case.
Alaric steps forward. A worried look creases his face for a second, as he can sense the tension in the room picking up in a direction he did not expect it to. He goes, Your Grace, I understand Mr. Ricci's concern. It does seem that you have already made up your mind of what you're going to do, and that this is all for theatrics. I know that's not the case, but I can see how some would see it as such. Prince stops. He doesn't chuckle. He doesn't make any expression whatsoever. He turns to Juliet. Says, continue. And she continues. She goes on for a few more moments. And then he looks to the accused. Because we've already spoken. He's plumbed their minds. He's used forgetful mind to read their minds, to go through it. Dante, unfortunately, it was very uncomfortable. We'd be going through this live if you were here. But we're not, so we're not going to go through the mind depth that you were going to go through.
It explains why you're so quiet right now.
It does explain why you're so quiet as the prince stares deep into your soul and tears through your mind.
They're like, meanwhile, the prince.
The prince steps back. Is there any who has anything to say against any of the accused? Any who sees reason why they should be destroyed?
No, my lord.
Marcus steps forward. Didn't they break the masquerade? He says it brazenly. As he emboldened.
There would have to be survivors and somebody to know in order to break it. Unfortunately, there were no survivors.
No. He has a point, actually. Didn't two of them, now, storyteller, didn't two of them say, blood for blood and we want to do this out in the open kind of thing?
Oh, I'm
Like,
not suggesting they be released right now. Like they probably need to stay locked up.
Saying it isn't breach, but they discussed breaching it.
Right, but to be fair, we're also talking to the prince who just dealt with the Sabbat.
That was Ivy and Silk who said that.
That was Ivy and Silk.
That was Ivy and Silk who said that. Where most of the blame can be placed on Ivy and Silk.
I recall Miss Ivy and Silk saying something about we shouldn't have to hide about what we are. Is this correct? And he'll look back to Marcus.
Marcus wasn't there.
Marcus wasn't there. Never mind. Then he'll look back to wasn't Ophel right next by when she said that? Or was that Dante?
I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all right there.
Oh, we were all right there. Okay.
We were all right there. Yep.
Coterie. Did she not? Am I mishearing that?
They indicated that a breach of the Masquerade could happen by being overt.
They openly suggested being overt and breaking the Masquerade. I am not suggesting we let these people go anytime soon. Clearly they are under some sort of spell. We cannot risk them breaking the Masquerade. However, perhaps if we remove the cause, we remove the symptom.
That was when I compared them to the Sabbat and I got nasty looks.
Dante, of course, however. Sorry. My bad. That was an internal thought. Dante, of course, however, said no such thing. I don't know how to convey that, but... I did specify Ivy and Rose, but yeah.
All right. The prince stops you from talking for a moment. We're going to make an extended manipulation plus politics. Not manipulation and politics. Who's the social lead for our group?
I have no politics, however. And I was going to actually get one earlier for the downtime, but that never occurred.
Okay.
So.
I want you to make one final impassioned speech. Are you looking to save everyone's life, or are you just looking to save Dante?
Oh, just Dante's. Because from Ryan's perspective, he knows for a fact that Dante was under some kind of influence because, as he remembers it, Dante was the one saying, hey, something's wrong here. And then he feels all these compulsions and had to do that save that he barely... Yeah. So Dante was the one who was like, okay, well, hold on. No, he's fine. The rest of them, though, I can't vouch for. That's what he's doing.
Okay, so you're just trying to save Dante. All right.
Dante.
So I want your manipulation plus politics. You're going to make 3 rolls. This represents over the course of this whole trial.
Okay.
3 rolls. Now, you are looking for 6 successes. Total.
Real quick, because I was going to do this earlier.
Yes.
Again in a downtime. Can I get 1 point of politics?
No.
No. Fair.
No.
Just manipulation then. Alrighty.
Just manipulation. Does anyone have politics who wants to aid him?
Nope. Don't have it.
Don't have it.
I don't have any politics. I have a single point in manipulation.
Keyword.
Over to Dante.
Keyword. Do you have politics? Keyword.
Have politics keyword.
Please say he does. You need to if you're an insurance adjuster, man.
I can check. Why am I waiting? Why am I waiting for keyword? I can check.
If not, fuck it, we bowl.
Bucket wee ball.
Yeah, I literally have a manipulation of 2 and politics of 0.
I have
is-
all
yeah.
the social traits.
Oh, right, he does. He has a dot of politics.
Yay!
So add that dot of politics
Yes!
to your roll.
I'm just looking back and forth between him and the prince. Just am I saying the right thing? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Sweet. 3 of them, by the way, right? Okay, that's all right.
Good.
All right. Yep, that's the first roll. You have 3 successes on the first roll. Nice. 2 successes. You did not get a critical though, because they're separate rolls. All right. So no, you need 4. You need 1.
More.
Go.
If you make it a crit, we might be able to save everybody.
Willpower.
Oh.
Let's do
Okay.
one last willpower for that one.
All right. You
Three
can
down.
re-roll 2 of those.
Yes. Oh wait, no, I didn't get a crit beforehand. Okay, so that's just 3 now. Ah,
Yep.
fuck.
All right.
So that's not. That's what 9? No.
Give me your
8 in
speech.
total.
Give me your speech.
Oh man. Okay, that's what I was concerned about. While I'm still trying to find my way in this new life, unlife, as it were, I've come across a few things I cannot explain, but only books tell about. And we all know how we feel about the internet, and that doesn't explain shit. But I know for a fact that this was an invitation meant for most, if not all, Indrid. This event around here in Blackwater. Good gosh. And something here was wrong intentionally. Something was designed to be wrong. A trap, a snare, somehow. The event holders or whoever the blame may fall upon, something here was designed to drain us of something, to make us fall into some kind of lullaby or anything. I know Mr. Crow, I would not be on this side of the table if it were not for Mr. Crow's advice, his insight, his mystical know-how. This I know. This is true. Everything else at this point is conjecture and speculation. But the perpetrators seem to be 2 in general. I don't know if that was intentional. I'm not certain. It was designed. I just know that it was quite convenient that many powerful players were there that night with us. But Mr. Crow is not among them. And this I know. And thus I have spoken.
Prince actually smirks a little bit. Left corner of his mouth tilts up for half a second, then straightens out at the end where you say, "And thus I have spoken."
Not a Mandalorian reference, I swear.
He looks to Salvatore. Looks to Ulfield. Yeah. Dante Crow, you will live. Any tale have known better than to have ended this. Lord Blackthorn, I expect better of you. Asia, I have no expectation.
Poor Malkavians, man.
On their words alone, words of this thin blood, do you get to live? Do any of you live? Hale, you will no longer be my seneschal. Eleanor, you are stripped of your title of Keeper of Elite. Anastasia, you are banished from this city. Dante Crow, your star is still rising. And you have friends. Thankful. As for Ivy, Moreau, and Sylvia Silk Monroe, they are hereby blood hunted. As he's saying that, the security spreads out around the room and takes up by the exits. All the exits. They are hereby blood hunted. They have no protection within the city. It's every kindred's duty to hunt them down and dispose of them. When I am done here, I will release you to do just that. Depp stands up, steps out from the chair he was standing in, and he leaves through the double doors he came in. The ghouls release the chains on the kindred, the accused, and they open the exits. See Sebastian and Miranda Crowley immediately, without hesitation, make for the doors. What did the three of you do? The four of you do it. Four of you do. So Dante is probably not going to go with you to whatever it is that you plan to do next.
I'm surprised you just let Benedict and Eleanor go like that, honestly. Like, they're still possibly still under the influence of whatever this is. I mean, Eleanor seemed all right, but Benedict did not.
Yeah, Benedict seemed full on like...
Yeah. That was very sus. Okay, well, yeah, I maintain that we got to figure out whatever the hell this is under the lake so that we can go in knowing what we're fighting. And I was really hoping we'd get a chance to ask the prince about this before he took off. But as always, he is very curt.
Yeah, leaves very quickly.
Oh, he's going hunting. He doesn't have the package. You guys never released the package to him, so he doesn't even know it exists.
Oh shit! Wait, what? What package? Wait, what? Oh,
doesn't matter.
Yes,
doesn't matter.
One. Gotcha.
It would just bring a blood hunt on her, and she's already got one. So why spend it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Good point. Now
it's a good secret. Yeah.
But you have all the information on her.
Mm-hmm.
And so does Ryan now too. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think Ryan's
turn to one of the security detail. It says, you're the prince's ghoul, yes?
She doesn't answer you.
He pulls out a file folder. Give this to the prince immediately. He needs this.
Takes it, he turns, and he walks away.
I would like to say, as the prince is doing the whole reading off of judgment thing, Ryan will look to Dante and nod, kind of like the favors repaid.
Fair enough.
But after that, he's just sitting back and he's staring at the two Toreador, the Monroes of the two Toreador.
They're not there. Monroe and Blood and Ivy aren't there.
They aren't there. They're blood hunted. Okay.
They're blood hunted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then he'll just remain composed and let the other two run off.
All right. So yes, because Sebastian and Miranda left to go pursue the blood hunt. I'm trying to figure out what you guys are up to
they left before we could even get with them. It's like,
Yeah.
and they're gone.
Like, hey, stop. Well, I mean, I can't stop that. They're still within eyesight, right?
No, they're not within eyesight.
Far reach. No, I'm kidding. Come here. Anyway, yeah. I have to agree with.
If the prince isn't available to talk to, if we can't manage to get an audience with him for 5 minutes, then I think our best bet at this point, if we want any answers, is just to join this good old hunt and see where Sylvie and Ida might lurk.
With the sheriff.
Yes.
And
Well, I'm wondering, Alaric probably has the connections to kind of know where these people hang out, right? Like he might be able to give us some information.
Somebody has all that
Real-time
information.
info. Yeah.
Somebody already has all the information on her coming and goings.
mm-hmm.
Ryan's gonna lean over to his coterie, his two friends, and Dante. If you keep them alive, I might be able to, how to say, get more out of them.
We must know what we are up against, and I think at this point they're our best chance for answers.
Precisely.
We can get to them before the others. We can question.
Precisely.
We're dealing with elders.
We are, but they are also up against an alchemist. And we also have a very tight-knit coterie here. I don't rather much like their chances against a whole blood hunt and the rest of us.
I was considering just tagging along with the sheriff and.
Likewise. Enter, we've seen what he can do.
Because there will most likely be others, and the sheriff is formidable.
To say the least.
I know that
And I
there are
would
3 of
guarantee
them
that-
traveling together.
Precisely.
We should follow them. I'll.
If I wanted
I know
to, could I
locations where
get
they
back
might be.
to that spot on the lake where I saw them the other night and see if they are there or if they have been there recently?
If you can make a wits plus survival check, difficulty 3, you'll be able to find that exact same spot on the lake.
Can I help her? Oh, wait. Oh, no.
No need.
She don't need it. She don't need it.
All right, guys.
She's walking on by.
I think we need to head down to the lake. I saw them there the other night. It was Ivy Silk and an unidentified gentleman in a red robe. We don't know what we're up against, so if we can get a hold of the sheriff and give her this information so that we can all go together, probably a better idea. But if the sheriff takes them in, we're not going to be able to question them, so...
Because here's the thing. I do need their blood. That's it.
What
That's
for?
Seems like that would be easy
Get
enough to
more.
grab, even if we brought the sheriff in on this. She's happy to let us do the dirty work.
That's fair. All I request is their blood.
Hugh Hefner,
No.
yes. They were down at the
No.
lake with Hugh Hefner. That's exactly what happened.
Well, we can scout it. That's probably what we're best suited to anyhow. And then if we find something, we contact the others. And
Let
I
them do
have
their
some
shit.
ideas of where they can be.
Let us go.
All right, it doesn't take you long to lead them toward the lake, obviously, and to where you found them. And when you do arrive, and you do have to traipse through the woods, you can't just arrive by car. You have to walk quite a distance through the snow.
Following Oldfield.
Through the snow, yes. Following Ufield seems to know where she. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a rouse check to go in my wolf form just to make it easier. And I'm gonna gain a hunger.
And you're going to gain a hunger as she shifts into her wolf form. It makes it more difficult for you to follow her, though. But you do manage to follow her as she walks through the valleys, through the forests, through the shadows, through the night, through the blood red moon that's hanging and pregnant in the sky, because it's finally that time of the it's the Ides of March.
I thought we
Hey, I'm kidding.
the heart attack. We have another week, Zach.
I'm just having a little fun with you. Just funning with you. As you're walking through the woods, you approach the lake bed and you see three figures standing out in front of the lakeside. Yes, you knew.
I'm gonna before as soon as I am close enough to see them, because I know the guys are a ways behind me. I'm gonna let out a really low growl just to alert them.
To alert who?
Oh, we're soft.
To alert Ryan and Salvatore.
Okay.
All right. So you're trying to be loud enough to alert your companions, without alerting the others.
You know what? I'm in wolf form. Instead of growling, I'm gonna turn around and walk back closer to them. I'm gonna kind of do like an excited dog hop around so that they know that something's up.
What's going on? You're just very excited. Is there a stick around? What is there? Did you find a ball or no?
She's growling because she's about to bite your hand off.
He stops playing. I will say, as soon as we started walking, I think Ryan would have grabbed a shotgun. At that point.
Okay.
Yes.
Ryan has a shotgun. All right.
Shotgun.
All right. Is Salvatore carrying anything with them?
Just his blade.
I will ask Salvatore to carry my axe as well, because I am in wolf form, so it's hard for me to carry it, but he has it on him.
On my belt.
Okay. So you notice.
I also do have my droughts again.
So you notice three robed figures and standing in front of the lake. Two obviously females standing on either side of a male in the middle. And there is blood pouring from their wounds, pouring up. Not down, up, as it arcs into the lake.
I think as soon as Ryan clocks that, Salvatore, who he's been sticking close by, he's just gonna hold on, don't go invisible, stop. And he pulls out a little glass vial. Like one of those, it looks like one of those Hollywood glass ones where it's designed to break upon impact. That kind of glass mixture. He hands it to Salvatore and says, "Whatever this hits, it will burn. Use it well." Pats him on the shoulder and gives it to him and lets him go off.
Oh, this sheriff. Call them now.
What's the number?
You should have the number.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. The sheriff. My bad. He immediately starts dying. Immediately starts dialing.
Drop a pin in his...
Stops the call, texts, pin, location, exact, longitude, latitude. We're right here. There's some freaky shit
911.
No, not the cops.
Yeah, no. Ulfil led you out here on purpose. It's them for sure. Like she knows. That's.
In the text you'll just say. My bad.
What was that, Salvatore?
Salvatore will start his creep.
With the fire potion. The good fire potion, by the way.
All right.
Well, it's got like 8 successes on it.
What does Ulfil do?
I am going to creep as close as I can in my wolf form. I'm going to try and kind of stick to the tree lines and the shadows as much as possible. But more in like a stalking, curious wolf kind of way, trying to kind of conceal myself, hide what I am, you know.
And Ryan, you're just doing the thing with your technology?
He passed off the greater, or at least the better drought of the flaming hot sauce. So when Salvatore throws that on anybody, it'll just spiritual napalm. And he'll ready the shotgun. It was already cocked beforehand, and he'll just find a spot and post up.
All right. No, they don't
Ready,
seem.
ready for anything that happens.
No one answers your phone call.
Well, then he'll just send a text. Exact. Sorry. Rewind that. He didn't call. He sent exact location and said freaky shit going on. Won't say on phone.
Okay.
I wish I was in my human form, Billy. Just tell him to get here now.
Get the fuck over here right now.
All right. So what are you?
Real freaky shit. All caps.
So you're creeping over Salvatore, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are you? You're going to attempt to grapple one of these?
Nope. I'm just going to get as close as I can. Within a close throwing distance.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Ryan in a bush.
What book is this? Is the hot sauce one in, Ryan?
This, I think, is the player's handbook. The description is basically it's supernatural napalm. The source of the flame, whatever it lands on, the source of the flame cannot be extinguished normally. But whatever the flame spreads to is still normal fire. But whatever it hits is just on fire for like an hour.
All right. Yeah, it's not in that book. We're going to figure out which one it's in. Don't worry about it. You have it. So we're going to roll it. But I don't have that book. Okay.
Let me just get all the effects here real quick.
All right. So Salvatore's got an untested alchemical fire in his hands. Okay.
Yep. Pretty much.
I can't see this going wrong at all.
No, I can't. No, I can't see it. I can't see a bestial failure in any way, shape, or form happening.
It's starting to sound like a wagon ride that happened recently.
All right, so
again, I didn't give him the standard one. I gave him the one with like 8 successes on it, so it's not just the standard; it's the super good one.
Yeah, I've got to be close enough that I can hit it reliably, but far enough away that I am nowhere near fire.
Okay. Until used, the fire lasts 1 scene or longer based on the surroundings. Fire spreading from it can be extinguished, but the supernatural source cannot.
So we need to wait until they're out of the lake to use this, because I'm envisioning them like standing in the
yes,
water, right?
they're standing in the water.
On the pier.
No, they're standing. They're in the water.
Oh, that's not going to do.
Yeah, we need to wait until they leave. We need to get them away from the water and before we do this.
Far reach. No.
All right. So they're doing the thing. No one's hidden. No one is hidden. You guys are sort of creeping up on them. You're trying.
I will be hidden.
Make a dexterity plus stealth check then.
Dex plus stealth.
Yes.
You ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
Baby, let's go.
All right, you hide behind a tree. You stand behind a tree, thinking you're hidden.
I'm behind like a thin asp tree, like a cartoon. Just
like a toddler trying to hide.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't see me.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes. Look at the
God. The dice gods were on your side tonight, sir.
We're just like standing right next to him, going like,
You're not hidden, but the one on lookout is now under their compulsion, which is to stare blindly at the beautiful blood that's pouring out of their arms.
yes.
All right. Salvatore, what do you do as you're creeping up on them?
Yeah. Since they're in the water, I can't really. I'm just going to stay stealth. I'll keep that in my pocket for later use.
Are you an unseen presence?
Yeah.
Okay, and what are you doing, Nerd Art?
I'm watching them from the shadows. I'm waiting for them to leave. I think we need to ambush them when they start to leave. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what they're doing and when they're gonna take off.
A voice comes from the one in the middle. Are you going to wait all night?
Frick.
Can we?
All right. If the cover is blown, I will use Soaring Leap to tackle the one closest to me.
They're all, about the same, so you're going to have to pick.
I'm going for the guy in the middle.
You're going for the guy in the middle, okay.
I'm going for the guy in the middle. That guy seems to be the main problem here, I'm just saying.
All right, okay, so we're actually going into something. So you're Soaring Leaping, and you're going in for it. Well, Bishop, what are you doing?
Ryan was sitting there texting, hey, get the fuck over here, there's blood going into the lake, and then looks up to see her and goes,
oh shit, there she goes.
We've lost our advantage here. Like, we just gotta go. Like,
I was hoping for a monologue, but okay.
He just says,
Oldfield is a woman of few words.
He just says, BRB, wolf mauling vampire. No, I'm kidding.
More or less.
BRB,
So you don't
BRB
have
gotta go. Shit's popping off.
you don't even have time for a
shotgun.
BRB. You just you have time to shotgun it. She's leaping if that's what you want to do.
Just as soon as she leaps, just drop the phone, get the shotgun.
Okay, Salvatore, what are you doing as you see her leap?
Oh crap. I'll make a beeline, running, tackle, grapple, and take down Ivy.
All right, so we're going for one of the women on the side.
Mm-hmm. I'm going for the ads.
Oh, you go for the ads. All right, so Ufil, you're flying through the air. You're going to make a strength plus brawl. He is going to make a strength plus brawl, plus his potence. All right. So
Oh man!
as you fly through the air, he reaches out with one hand and he grabs you by the throat, halting your flight. As he doesn't pin you, he just holds you in the air. Stare, and you get a look under his hood, and it's a mask. It's a skull mask, but not a human skull. An elk skull. All right, Salvatore, make your strength plus brawl. As she uses rapid reflexes to try to get the dodge on you, to be able to dodge. As she has rapid reflexes, as she is a Toreador with celerity.
So Oldfield actually started this off. When I see her get caught, can I shift since they're right next to each other to and dive after him instead?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Because oh no.
Yeah, that's what changed my whole game.
The fact is, there's 3 of them, so if you take out one, then that is super beneficial. Like, it's okay. Like, I'll make my next move when appropriate.
Jump on somebody, or are we doing strength?
Strength plus brawl.
Okay, so that's 4. Oh, plus my grappling. So.
Willpower.
You're gonna want to use. You're gonna want to. Unless you want to use willpower, which I might recommend. You can tie. You can tie him.
Nothing but threes.
All right, so let me mark your willpower.
Nothing but threes.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but successes. Do it.
So re-roll 3 of those dice. All right, so you swing in to grapple him, reaching for him, but he steps out of the way while holding Ufhild. She barely moves. He moves around her. and he's quick. He's very fast.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the water. Sploosh.
No, you do not. You do not splash. You're in the water, but you don't splash into it.
So I land on my feet.
Yes, you didn't. You didn't get a messy failure, so nothing bad happens to you.
Okay, good.
Ryan, what do you do?
I think his first instinct is to go shotgun, and then realizes I've been down this road before. Guns aren't really effective on these fuckers. So instead, is he holding Oldfield up in the air with his hand, or is it like not even? Okay, just his hand.
Yeah, just his hand.
Can I use, since I drank the normal draught of Far Reach earlier, can I just use that to just crush him?
No. No.
And in that case, can I just flick him?
No.
Because it says I can lift objects up to like 100 kilograms. So if I can, I just...
You can lift him.
But then Oldfield goes with him.
Indeed.
I don't know if you can lift both of them.
Close range shotgun damage in the right spot will still, fuck up a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, I don't know how far away you are, but,
if you had vampire teeth, you could do aggravated damage. But
he doesn't. That's the thing, though. He's only got a little silver pocket, switchblade. Kind of think that and then just go, okay, fucking send it and shoot the guy.
You shooting him?
Yep, shooting him.
Okay.
If the closest person to him, he goes, okay, you're dead. Sees this happen to Oldfield and just goes, okay, no, you're dead.
All right. All right, roll it. So your composure plus firearms.
Please don't get a terrible failure and shoot me accidentally.
Please don't say that.
4 successes. Nice.
Shotgun too many times.
Oh.
All right, so you get it. No, he gets this critical success as he dodges.
He just matrices around and just.
No.
As he moves again, but he moves around Oldfield again, and just dodges back around as you fire at him. All right.
He just racks, goes, shit, teach me that.
All right, so their turn is Ivy and Silk's turn.
This is bad.
Ivy
really bad.
Instantly is right next to you in your grill. Ryan. She's moved across the entire gap as fast as you can think, and she just clocks you, or attempts to clock you, in the face. Roll your dexterity plus athletics -1.
I'm sorry. Dex plus athletics?
Oh, she is making a rouse check to rouse her blood to increase her strength to try to punch you. She does not go into a frenzy because she's at hunger 5.
That's mine.
That's yours. Oh,
that's fine. Dex athletics. 1 on both.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As she punches you, you feel a weight that you've never felt collide with you, and it crushes your skull. The dealing, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she's got lethal body. Not aggravated damage to you. Superficial damage that you do not have. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 superficial damage. I got you. Which for you is you are
very, very bad.
You are very bad. You are impaired.
Yeah, this is why he's a long range sniper, guys. He's squishy. He's squishy.
Silk.
He does not have impaired resilience.
Out of here.
Yeah.
Silk grabs a hold.
He's looking at that napalm drought, going, I'm a self-immolate, and I'm taking you with me.
Silk grabs Salvatore, or attempts to, at least. Mm-hmm. Give me your dexterity plus athletics.
Hold on.
Nope.
I did that wrong.
Yep. Take your time. We got nothing but time.
4 and 7. So 7.
All right. So you both rolled 7 dice. She scoops in. She ducks underneath your guard, lifting you up into a grapple, taking control of the situation, holding you tightly to her body. Ufield, round 2. You are in the grasp of whatever this is, and it is strong. If you had to breathe, you wouldn't be able to. And you're at arm's length. What do you do?
Well, up until now, I've been in wolf form. I'm gonna turn back into my human form, and I'm gonna attempt to break his hold on my throat. I'm gonna swing my leg up and try and clock him in the side of the head to send him down. And if the roll is epic enough to permit it, as I'm going down, I'm gonna try and snatch my axe off the back of Salvatore's belt because I know he's right there.
All right. Sings in the Blood is going to try to throw you into the lake. Give you what you wanted.
Lovely.
All right, so your strength plus brawl versus his strength plus brawl.
Yeah, it got real bad here, Nerdwire. It got real bad. The good news is everybody wants Ivy dead now.
Whoa!
I pulled that off for sure. That axe is in my hand, and that man is on the ground.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sister.
You got okay, so that cuts off those. So you got 4 successes. 4 successes, and you got the axe, and you bury it into his chest, and he smiles at you underneath his mask. As you do manage to do 2 damage because it's superficial and halved. All right.
It is.
Yes. All right. Ryan Gallagher, you are face to face with Ivy.
Ivy, one of the ones that's responsible for this whole thing, right?
Yes, and she just punched you in the face so hard that she knocked you into
Is it possible
impairment.
to... Sorry, hello?
Hello, you're still here. Yep.
You're good.
Okay, network interruption again. My bad. I'm gonna try something a little wild.
Okay, what are you gonna try?
I want to manipulate her to stop hitting me. I want her, she clocks me, I reel back, and I'm sitting here with this napalm, magical napalm in my hand, going, it's you or me, and it's gonna be you. And he just thinks, okay, hold on, I can turn this real quick. In a social situation. He just looks at her after she clocks him, and he goes, you realize you need me to live, right? To end this blood hunt? A thin blood resisted where you fell under sway. I can recant what I said, but not if you keep this up.
Give me a composure plus persuasion -2 because you're impaired.
Composure plus persuasion.
Versus her punching you in the face.
It's fair. He did just get decked pretty hard.
Actually, it's versus her composure plus resolve. Well, let's see how it goes.
Willpower. 4th willpower of the night.
You're not going to need to, as she suffers as she gets a bestial failure and falls under her compulsion, as she begins staring not at you because you're not handsome enough, but she starts looking at something off in the scenery, and loses her concentration.
As soon as he sees this, kind of like her face go blank, he goes, "All right, good."
No, your action's over. All right, Salvatore. You're grappled.
Carry on.
Yep. Salvatore is going to try and spider monkey myself out of a grip and her into a grip.
Okay, strength plus brawl versus her strength plus brawl. She's going to try to bite you.
Strength brawl.
You're just trying to take control. She actually attempting to do damage.
5.
All right, so she manages you. She slips her arms around you and grabs you tightly, and she sinks her fangs into your neck and begins to try to drain blood from you. Do take 4 ag.
Okay.
All right, Ufield, you're seeing Dante has just been. You are released. You're no longer under grasp of Sings the Blood, but Dante is being chowed down on by a very hungry Silk Monroe.
Salvatore is, yes.
Yes.
Shit. Well, not so worried about myself right now, but worried about Salvatore. I am going to. I'm gonna like. Yeah, let's see. Where's my feral weaponry? So I need to do a rouse check. And I gain a hunger. I'm at hunger 2.
Yep.
I'm gonna sink my claws into this guy's shoulder. My fingers distend into these like crazy wolf claws, and I sink them into his shoulder. And with my other hand, I grab my axe and I tear it down through his stomach as I rip him and I throw him away from me and just away from the group in general.
All right.
Yeah.
What do I need to roll?
All right. Well, you're attempting to do all that. He's attempting to kick you away.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just going to give you one giant push kick to the chest. And his attempt is to try to send you flying. So to your strength plus weapon, your strength plus melee, you're using your axe to really do the damage.
Okay.
What's better, your melee or your brawl?
My melee.
Okay, go your strength plus melee versus his strength plus brawl plus his potence.
And because I'm using my axe, I get an extra dice, correct?
Yes, because you have the specialty.
Specialty. Yo!
3? Okay, I'm taking a willpower for sure on this.
Please do.
Oh my god, it won't even matter if I do, will it?
Oh my god. No,
Tie him. Oh. No, never mind.
you did get a critical, though. No, you didn't get a critical. All right, so you take 5 off of that. He still gets 1, 2, 4, 5. As he kicks you clear across the clearing. And you land, bang, into a tree. And you take 3, because you took 5 in half. Is 2, so you take 2. Round it up. So yes, you take 2 superficial.
Okay.
Gallagher.
My health tracker's not working.
Oof. Okay. What's the sitch?
Was that superficial? 3 superficial?
3 superficial. Ivy is right in front of you, dumbfounded.
Dumbfounded? Well, I'm gonna let her be herself, kind of reposition a little bit and start firing at the big scary dude that just kicked my coterie friend all the way across the clearing. I'd
focus on getting Salvatore the hell out of there. We probably need to go. These people are too strong. Oof.
I was about to say, in that case, is there a way I could use?
I'd probably throw your thing at Ivy.
I was about to say, considering all decisions right here, he's just gonna look at Ivy, be like, well, okay, smash, and then run in the opposite direction. Just smash it right on her. On her.
All right. So how much fire damage? What's the bane severity? Is a 3.
So this, like I say, the description just says It lasts for a whole scene or longer based upon the surroundings. Fire spreading from it can be extinguished, but the supernatural source can. So if he splashes it on her, that shit's not going out.
All right, so you light Ivy on fire. Salvatore, you are in the grip of Silk. He is draining you. You have taken 4 aggravated damage. What do you do?
Oh shit. Okay, that I wasn't here for.
Reach up, grab her by the head, reach into my pocket, and smash the thing against it and go into the water.
Okay.
Smashing it into her head. Bam.
All right. She is trying to maintain control of you and bite you again. That is what she is attempting to do, and you're trying to smash this into her. All right. So you are not impaired. So give me your strength plus brawl.
Please be good. Nothing but successes. Nothing but successes. Chat, come with me. Conglomerate. Yes.
All right. You smash it into her as she bites you. You take another ag. Not die. You're not dead. No. But she catches on fire, and you both fall into the lake. She lets you go as she catches fire, and you fall into the lake. You are not in torpor because you did not take enough damage to fall, but you are full up on ag right now. If you take any more damage, you will fall into torpor. All right. Yes.
Now remember, he had the really good one.
Yes.
And Brian, seeing him falling, is just gonna ready a far reach to pull him back out, pull him to friends.
Ufield, you've been kicked across the clearing. What are you going to do?
How far am I from everybody?
You were kicked about a good 25 feet away.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to take my wolf form for speed's sake. And I'm just running towards everybody, and that puts me at hunger 3.
At hunger 3.
Hunger 3. So yeah, I'm just heading towards the guys, and we're getting the hell out of here. Like whatever this is, unfortunately, it seems like Silk and Ivy are no more, but this third guy is beyond our grasp for sure.
This guy's messing with some weird shit, man.
There's some dark shit going on here, but we know some more things about him. We have some information. We need to get an audience with the prince. We need to figure out what the fuck this is.
So you're using your power to pull Salvatore out of the lake? Bishop? All right. So
yes.
Yes. All right. So
as soon as he goes down, he's okay. No, my friend's down. I need to get him out of that.
All right. Fantastic. Salvatore, you are pulled out.
A limp noodle is like,
Come hither, friend. Come hither.
Yeah.
All right. So Ivy and Silk are effectively dead at this point because you have burned them alive with your thin blood powers. Congratulations. You've killed something.
Blood powers, yes!
Validated.
Take 2 stains because they were innocents.
I will gladly take that.
I'm just kidding. But I take it you're running because you are being chased.
Oh,
yes.
Being chased, absolutely.
You are being
just using far reach to be kind of like, okay, football toss. Not football toss, but hyperbole. Football toss, Salvatore. Okay, keep running. Gotcha. Let's go.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, so you make it back to your vehicle. Well, you guys didn't take a vehicle. You guys had to walk here.
Mm-hmm.
We had to walk here, but we came from a vehicle.
Yeah. Came from a vehicle, but you had to walk here. So I need a dexterity plus the composure plus survival check from at least Ufield. She represents the party in this. What's up, Ryan?
Can I help?
You can give if you have survival. You can give it out of survival.
Yeah, I got 2 survival.
I have a specialty in woodlands. Does that allow me to add one?
That does allow you to add one as you were being
Add
chased.
3.
Fantastic. All right, so that's dexterity and survival, right?
Yep. No, composure plus survival. Composure plus
composure plus survival.
plus
Okay,
survival.
Hold on.
Yep.
I rolled one too many though.
No problem. Roll again.
So yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, yeah, 3 and 3. That's what I'm rolling. Not the best. I'll willpower it if I have to.
Well, that's 50%. That's pretty good.
I'd say that's not bad.
But we're being chased, so if I need to be better than that,
You need to be better than that.
All right. So I get to reroll 3, right?
No, you get to reroll 1. Two of those.
I get to reroll 1.
Because 2 of those are red dice.
Oldfield with a better stamina than Ryan just hears behind her. They're catching up. They're getting closer. They're getting bigger.
All right. Okay, well, it's one more success. I don't know if that.
As you're running, in front of you, the red robed figure appears. Stop right in front of you. What do? It moved quickly, like fast.
Yeah, I stop immediately. I know the guys are behind me because they can't run as fast as me when I'm in wolf. So I stop immediately and I start to growl and like snarl at this thing.
Ryan's still psychically carrying.
No,
Salvatore's
not. Yeah, he's just running.
Okay, he's good. Okay, never.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be psychically carried.
Oh, but it would be cool. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Invisible medevac. That's all. Anyway.
All right, he stands between you and your conveyance. What do you do?
All of us do?
Well, yeah, what do you guys do? Well, why don't we wait for 1 minute and 9 seconds till the ad to end? I just realized we're in the middle of an ad and no one has any idea what we're saying.
Fair. I was going to say, the first thing Ryan's going to do is just, you in the path, gone. Just mind.
I don't know if that's going to work against this guy.
We'll see. Thin Blood Alchemy is interesting.
He's pretty scary.
I did supernaturally burn 2 elders to death just now.
It's true. Props to you on that. Your magical potions did their job.
All right, so if you're going to try that, make 1 rouse check, and it's versus his strength plus athletics. So it's your resolve plus alchemy versus his strength plus athletics if you want to move him.
Resolve plus alchemy, you say?
Yes.
He's got a lot more dice.
He does have a lot more dice.
He does, yes. I know this for a fact, but first, let me put it this way. You're telling me that this dude just suddenly appears in our way while we are running and sprinting to our car?
He just used
the first thing he's going to think of is get the fuck out of our way.
All right, go for it.
Oh, wait. Shit. That was 2 hunger dice. I'm at 1 hunger.
Yeah, 1 hunger. Roll it again. All right.
It would have been hilarious if it was another no success. Just
right.
All right, so you make your Jedi mind trick motion, and literally nothing happens. He stops and he pulls off his mask, and it's an indigenous.
Salvatore takes a branch, snaps it over his knee.
And he dies from the one. No, just kidding.
Yeah, if he needs a steak, he's got a steak.
Just a nice long rapier stab.
All right, he takes off his mask, and underneath it is an indigenous man. That you've killed my acolytes. I will give you a choice. Take their places. Or feed the lake.
Does he say that to all?
says that to all of you, the three of you.
What do you mean, feed the?
Because I think I was pretty.
What's the mechanics behind the lake? It's not just water, friend. He was pretty clear. I'm gonna give him that. No, he's not lying. Yeah, he was pretty clear. Your acolytes, Ivy. She's one of them.
Was.
He. Interesting. Good to know. Who are you?
I am Sings in the Blood. Older than all of the people here.
I believe it.
I'm offering you a chance to serve under me. Is my new order.
New order. What ideals?
Turns. Why don't we get in this conveyance together and we can discuss it? Seems very confident in his stance right now.
I think Ryan's gonna look back to the other two and judge their expressions real quick.
Salvatore's got a straight shaver going.
Sharpening a steak. Ulfhild is still in her wolf form, and by the way, she had no way of carrying her axe except in her mouth, so she's growling with an axe in her mouth. I think she's pretty
Pretty clear on that.
pretty clear right now how she feels.
Well, it's either try to move this guy or deal with it with words. Ryan's a little more confident on words.
Our friends are coming. They will be here in a moment. You are out of time. Sings in the blood.
Time is a commodity. And then he's gone.
Ah, shit. I wanted to ask him one.
No, the whipping past you as he left.
I think Ryan would have opened his mouth to say, like, what's the... And then just goes right on by.
Okay, yeah, Ulfhild is going to shift out of her wolf form, and we're gonna head back to the vehicle, and we need an audience with the prince immediately. Like, I don't know what strings we have to pull, but we speak of this to no one, and we go to the prince immediately.
I think Ryan's already in the car, just...
I'm going to use the walking stick now. It's in the car.
In the car.
He usually tries to ride shotgun, but this time he just gets in the back seat and lays down.
Yeah.
Ulfhild will ride shotgun.
I agree with you, Oldfield. This is beyond any of us.
You can see that Salvatore's neck's like ripped open and stuff. It's ugly.
It's not pretty. Definitely not pretty at all.
I have a single dot in medicine. I don't know if I can do anything to help him in any way, but I don't know. Just a thought.
It's gonna take time and blood. Time and blood.
Time and blood.
Time and blood.
So you two, do you think he's one of the ones pulling the strings behind the lake's shit? Feed the lake?
Yes.
Sings in blood?
To use your phrase, I think he may be the lake shit.
Do believe he might be. He'll look back to Salvatore. That's not the first time I've heard that name. Sings in blood. I know that from somewhere.
It's great to find out about that now.
Blood to blood, the song never stops. That's what Ivy said. right? The song never stopped. Blood to blood. And while he's driving along this whole road, he'll think upon kind of that tying into the blood sticking together from all of the water contaminated and everything else, and try to look at this scientifically from that kind of
Alchemically.
Alchemically, yes, like a scientist.
Kind of a woo-woo scientist, but yeah.
Did either of you get an origin off that man? Tremere, Toreador, Ventru? Anything like that?
We know he is extremely fast.
Extremely.
What other
Strong.
strength?
He held you up with just one hand. That was frightening, to say the least. Any case, it might be a virus we're looking at in this lake. And we may have just met patient zero. I know neither of you are with this current age, but there's some games that I played before I turned called Prototype, where this kind of shit happened. Patient zero can control the masses. Somehow, some way. Some bond. But once they're gotten, they are gotten. I wonder how deep this plague goes. And that's all he'll say for the rest of the ride.
All right, who's doing the driving?
I think if Yoga, yeah.
Bluefield's doing the driving?
No, because no, like not me or Salvatore really shouldn't drive if there's a better driver in the car.
Makes sense. That's why I was wondering.
You with like 3 missing teeth. Just one ag damage. Just.
Yes, Ryan did take quite a punch to the face. I'm not making you make a drive test or anything. Nothing's happening along the way. But where are you taking the vehicle to?
If you want to, that was like a Mike Tyson level punch, so I understand.
No, I mean the actual Mike Tyson level shot was the one Salvatore got from Sylvia. Damn.
Yeah.
He just ripped it open and is like, oh.
I came back and looked at that and went, oh.
All right.
You know?
So, Salvatore, in order to heal, every night that you make your normal rouse check to rouse, you also need to make 3 rouse checks. Additional ones. When you make those, you may heal 1 aggravated damage per day.
Right.
So it's very tough to heal aggravated, but we'll get to it eventually. We'll get there. All right. So you guys are taking this to the prince, I take it?
Yes.
Straight to the prince.
Straight to the prince. All right. So you arrive back at the manor that you were at. Yes. Go ahead.
Sorry. Just remembered, on the way over, Ufield's riding shotgun, right?
Yes.
He just tosses the phone over and goes, text the sheriff. Did they get there in time?
She looks at this device that you've just tossed her and goes
Unlocks it for her, just basically shows you the basics, like did she say something?
There's a return text. It says, we do not use texts.
Ditto. Send.
Ulfeld's just holding the phone while you're doing all of this while driving. She doesn't know what the hell this is.
Yeah. Hello.
Thanks
Hey,
for follow.
hey, Ravinci, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you.
Oh man.
Ditto. Send. Looks back at the road, still driving straight. I'll send it through smoke signals the next time. Send.
Oh, so you are texting and driving. Give me a drive plus composure roll. -2 because
Wait.
-2 because of your impairment. Because you have not made
this tour, but okay.
you have not healed.
We managed to survive this encounter. Now we're all going to die in a car crash.
You said -2?
-2 because you're impaired. Which is why I wouldn't make you make the roll, but you're impaired. You have no dice?
Can't do it. I've only got 2 dice for Dex and Dex and O.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Dex and Drive, I only have 1 Dex and 1 Drive.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. He's just dictating this to be like, okay, hit this button, do this,
What is your hunger?
A 1.
All right, try to heal.
Okay.
Make a rouse check. All right, so you heal. You are no longer at a -2. Make your drive check.
So out of character real quick, the way I thought of this was because Thin Bloods don't heal the same, and he doesn't have vampiric resilience, so he is very much still mortal.
Oh, yeah.
He got hit with a truck. So, okay. He's better, does that, does everything, dictates it to her, be like, hey, just hit these buttons and do this.
I was going to say, you're going to show me how to use talk to text, because I don't know, like you just press that button, now hit that button.
All right, you're no longer impaired. I'm not going to make you make a roll to drive, because you're not impaired. You're no longer falling apart at the wheel. You arrive at the prince's, the worse for wear, though, still. You're still not great. You arrive at the prince's manor, his keep. The Ashford estate. The ghouls are all still there. Security is still there. You go through the checkpoint again. They check you for weapons. Is anyone trying to bring their shotgun or their weapons in with them?
No.
I
guess I'll leave it in the truck, but I'd rather bring it in if I'm being honest. I'll leave it in the truck though.
Trying to let the other 2 go through and kind of like half dazed, still holding the shotgun, gets stopped by security, goes, what do you... 1 second. Puts it back in the car and then comes back.
Salvatore kind of walks up, just kind of looks at the guy with his little neck like ripped open, like fucking American Werewolf in London style. Just it's like,
and even Rilo would come up to this guy and be like, "We've already had a night. Can you just need to report?
Hand over the blade.
We just hand over it, please."
As you enter, you notice that Hale, Eleanor, and Anastasia are still there. Anastasia has not fled the city yet. She is still there. The guards are still there. Maybe she hasn't been allowed to leave yet. You're unsure. But as you enter, moments later, the prince walks out. He goes, I saw a vehicle arrive. What news have you?
They
Ivy and Silk are no more.
And they were reporting to somebody, blood still kind of streaming down his nose and everything. Tried to clean it up, but it's still... They were reporting to a Songs in Blood, it seems. He referred to them as their acolytes.
You've dispatched Ivy and Sylvia.
Through supernatural fire, it seems, yes.
And there's one that still remains?
Yes.
He was potent.
He was too strong for any of us.
Yes.
Looks to Salvatore. Here's in your neck. What happened to you?
Miss Monroe's loving embrace.
Looks to
previous
embrace. Looks to Ryan's face. And you?
Her sister's loving embrace.
The prince looks at you. He stops. Says, good show. Good show. You're each in the debt of the city. The debt of the city is in the debt to each of you.
We try. We try. Just see.
Just thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be with, someone will be with you about proper recompense. It shall be made.
It is
Thank
not
you, sir.
recompense that concerns me, Prince, but the identity of this third one sings in the blood. He was
Yes.
ancient, older than any of us, older than me.
Very old. This one held her up, even with one hand, mid-fight. She is very effective,
Impossibly fast.
to say the least.
Prince
Even my solutions would not have worked so well on him.
turns and looks out the window. Sometimes one must get their own hands dirty. Says with his hands clasped behind his back. It was perhaps it's time I entered the battle.
Well, don't do it alone.
Most definitely. This
We will fight at your
cult
side,
seem-
Prince.
Happily. This cult seems to have amassed quite a few in numbers.
He looks somber as he looks out the window. He goes, "That is comforting to hear. It may be necessary. Take your newfound station tonight. Heal." We will-
I look, I look at Eleanor.
She doesn't look back at you. She is still very much in love with looking at her shoes. She's she's very happy to be alive.
Salvatore
My Jordan
sees
friend.
very powerful blood that could heal him up pretty quick.
New station.
That whole
Yes, prestation. The new debts that you are owed. Take them,
Thank you.
find comfort, heal. You'll be called upon again.
We shall. Until you next need us.
All right, guys, I'm going to call it here. We've been through everything, so I don't want to drag things out for an extra hour that we don't need to necessarily. I know it was rough. I know some of the combat was rough tonight, and it hit hard.
Oh,
It
yeah.
did.
It did.
Literally.
Honestly,
My snakes. Yeah.
the thin blood alchemy paid for itself tonight because we had no chance against those two. None.
Fear of fire. Yeah. See that? So that's absolutely love how I actually, my alchemy is like, hey, it's not just shits and giggles.
Yeah, you're the MVP of this evening. sir.
Salvatore, fuck it. It says, fuck it. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me kind of thing.
That was an awesome move. Yes, that was an awesome move.
That was.
Now,
yes.
your number one ally tonight, though, was the fact that every one of them was going out with Hunger 5.
Yeah.
Every one of them was a walking chance at a compulsion. And the Tordor compulsion is obsession, where they stop and they stare at the closest, most beautiful thing they can find. And stop doing what
Looking at the moon.
Exactly.
You know, looking at the legs, looking at whatever.
Because
I'm
anytime
so glad my little gamble worked.
anytime they hit you, anytime they hit, it was like a truck. It was like an absolute.
Yeah.
It was like, and they were just rolling well. That one time when he just rolled like 9 successes plus a crit, the kicker across the clearing.
Yeah.
Dude, he punted you fucking 30. Man,
Like, yeah.
Pure Matrix shit.
That was intense. That was intense. Oh no, I knew we weren't going to survive another hit. That was like, all right, good for you guys for pulling off those fireballs, because otherwise we would have left empty-handed completely.
I'm so glad I made those. Holy shit.
You need to send me the actual source for those. I want to read them.
Yes.
I want to read that power because it sounds really cool, but it sounds really powerful for a level 2.
It does, but I don't see the origin. It just says that it's none. Like it says that it's within the core rulebook or something like that.
All right.
I know it's in there somewhere. I gotta track it down.
Yep, you gotta track it down. Yep. Frank's Red Hot Sauce.
Red's Flaming Hot Sauce.
Red's Flaming Hot Sauce. I'll track it down. But everyone, I'm going to give everyone 5 XP for tonight. Our next game, session 10, we're going to rebuild our characters. All right? And we might not do that during the session. I might do that during a downtime if I can get you guys. If not, if I can't get you guys in, we'll do it during the session.
Okay.
All right, so let me see.
Good.
Who's on and where are we going to go? We're going to go see actually, we're going to see Dragon of the West tonight. He is playing some Overwatch, but I like Dragon of the West. He's a good dude. Fun dude.
Whoa.
Very much like a Haggard channel. We're gonna raid over to him. Thanks everyone for being here tonight. I'll see you for downtime actions during the week. Raid
Alrighty.
Dragon of the West.
Good session, guys.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And stick.
Excellent
Yeah.
session.
You came in clutch, dude. You fucking.
Finally, I'm not useless.
No, you're never useless. You're never useless. So stick.
No.
MVP.
All right, stick with me after the show, guys. Just go over some real quick stuff. Nothing major.
No worries, Keywork.
All right.
No worries,
We'll
keep
see you
work.
there next week, K-Work.